I expected a little more, I guess. Well, what is there to expect? I mean, it's not Floyd Mayweather. There's really, okay, put it this way. HBO 24/7 Canelo versus Khan, episode 1, I give it a B plus, because for one, it's just good to see a new person on HBO 24/7. It's good to see Amir Khan on HBO 24/7. It's good to see Amir Khan on HBO, being though he's an Al Heyman fighter. But in my opinion, I mean, I expected a little more. I don't know what I really expected, actually, but it was a good episode. We learned the things that we wanted to learn. We saw training camp. We saw glimpses into Amir Khan's past. We saw the aftermath of Cotto versus Canelo. But still, okay, well, let me say this. For one, I've never been known as an Amir Khan fan. But for this fight, I have Amir Khan winning. I have Amir Khan winning off of punch variety and movement. I have, if Amir Khan wins, I'm predicting he will, I have him winning on the cards. However, if Canelo wins, Canelo's going to win by knockout. But what I've noticed and what I've learned is a lot of fans are depending on Canelo to knock out Amir Khan. They're not saying, well, what if it goes the distance? They're depending on him to be knocked out. And my question is, well, what if Amir Khan doesn't get knocked out? I really think he's going to win. I really think he's going to win, especially if he's able to capitalize off of what I'm going to say is the blueprint of what Erislandy Lara did. The only issue that Erislandy Lara, in my opinion, had with that fight was lack of punch variety. He did a lot of movement. He was very accurate, but he only threw a combination of 2 punches. To whereas an Amir Khan, in my opinion, is going to be faster than Erislandy Lara, and also, he can mix it up. But one thing I've noticed is looking at the media workout of Amir Khan. I have the highlights right here on the channel. He was looking a little slow, but it is just a media workout. It's not the fight. Just like, shit has happened to boxers in sparring. It's not a fight. It's not the real fight. So, looking at the footage, he looks a little slow. But we don't know how he's going to look once he gets to the ring. By the way, I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. I cover every single major fight live. Of course, every single episode of HBO 24/7. Every single episode of All Access. And I'm not just saying this, man. I really feel that Amir Khan has a chance. For example, look at the fighters that Canelo has fought that have had punch variety and have had some speed behind them. He's had some issues. Austin Trout, Floyd Mayweather, Erislandy Lara. Is Amir Khan going to be next? Now, Amir Khan has had some issues. For example, he's been basically stalking Floyd Mayweather. He's been trying to get a Manny Pacquiao fight for years now, along with Floyd Mayweather. And I feel that one of the only reasons why he pushed so hard for this fight is because he really wants to be a superstar. You got to commend that. This guy's moving up basically 2 weight divisions. He is hungry. He really feels that, listen, if I beat Canelo, then Floyd Mayweather has to fight me. Manny Pacquiao has to fight me. But the question is, another question is, if he beats Canelo, will he fight Golovkin? It's a lot of crazy questions. It's a lot of crazy questions. But as I said, no one is picking Amir Khan to win. No one knows what the future holds. For example, if Amir Khan loses, will he go and fight at 154? Or will he go all the way back down to 157 pounds? Amir Khan is talking about he's going to come into the ring at about, 160 pounds, between 160 and 165. To whereas we know Canelo comes into the ring about, 174, 175 or so. However, Canelo has said that he's never came into the ring above 170. And he's saying he's not going to come into the ring weighing in the 170 plus pounds. I don't believe it. One thing is, when it comes to this 30-day weigh-in, Canelo has weighed in the lowest he's weighed in quite some time. In the 30-day weigh-in. Canelo is usually, a big dude, during the 30-day weigh-in. But there's so many questions. For example, what's going to happen with Canelo's belt? Canelo, from my understanding, is supposed to agree to fight Golovkin. Golovkin just defeated the Dominic Wade within 15 days, after this fight. And in 15 days will be the day after Canelo. Canelo versus Khan. So there's so many questions. I don't feel that a Mexican-based organization, the WBC, will strip the #1 Mexican boxer in the world in Canelo, but something's got to give. As I said in previous videos, if the longer Canelo takes to fight Golovkin, that's holding up other WBC contenders for fighting for that 160-pound title. Remember, this is the green belt. This is the most prestigious belt in boxing. When it comes to the WBA, the IBF, and the WBO, they don't have shit on the green belt, and Canelo's just holding that shit up. They're talking about Canelo versus Pacquiao. Canelo's going to fight two 147-pound natural fighters back to back. Also, Manny Pacquiao is smaller than than Amir Khan. It makes no sense. This is our 160-pound champion of the world. Even though he's fighting Canelo weight 155, still, more is expected from him. Many feel that he may not fight Golovkin ever. You get Oscar De La Hoya saying, we're going to wait till 2017. We have to wait. We have to let this fight simmer. I understand the fans want to see it. It's going to be a bigger fight than Mayweather versus Pacquiao. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's really a shame. Now, for Canelo to win, Canelo has to land more than 9 jabs. Remember, he only landed 9 against Landy Lara. Also, he has to show us better technique in cutting off the ring than Landy Lara. You can't really count James Kirkland. You can't count Alfredo Angulo. And you can't really count Miguel Cotto, because Miguel Cotto was right there basically to be hit. But when it comes to Amir Khan, I really feel Amir Khan is going to do a lot of movement. Now, when it comes to Amir Khan in the past, he has gotten a little overzealous, more than a little overzealous, and has gotten his ass knocked down and knocked out. But I don't think he's going to do the same shit in this fight. I don't think he's going to just, try to sit in there and slug with Canelo. Go ahead, let him try. Let him try. He's going to get his head knocked off. Now, sometimes when I go to sleep at night and I have dreams about boxing, I think about, like, man, it's going to be a whole bunch of glass, a whole bunch of broken glass. Can you imagine Amir Khan getting knocked out by Canelo? If he got knocked out crazy and got the noodle octopus, thing going on with Danny Garcia, and if he got pretty much like basically put to sleep in a corner when he was like his chin was in his chest with Breeders Prescott, if he got knocked down multiple times by Julio Diaz, my God, Canelo. But going out on a limb. I'm going out on a limb. HBO 24/7 episode 2, Canelo versus Khan, is going to be on April the 30th. April the 30th. It's next week. Also on that day, you got James DeGale versus Roger Leo Bad Medina, Lucien Bute, Bottle Jack, Andre Berto, Victor Ortiz, Abner Maris, Jesus Cuellar, Eddie Chambers versus Gerald Washington. So next week is going to be some good fights, and also the next episode of HBO 24/7. I'm hoping that maybe it gets a little more controversial. I expected Amir Khan to talk a lot of shit, but just wasn't there. Teach Through Controversy. This is Teach Through Controversy Live. Please subscribe. I'm going to get ready to do another Google Hangout right after this video, and we're going to go into more detail. You'll be able to ask me more questions. Well, technically you won't, because you're probably watching this video after I did the Google Hangout. But long story short, there's another video coming after this video. Please subscribe.